I'm Lauren Green, and you're in the strategy room. Hillary Clinton's campaign is trying to get an early advantage in the delegate count months before the first voters decide the Democratic nominee. Clinton is locking up public support from half of the Democratic insiders who cast ballots at the party's national convention. Now, this latest move follows the former Secretary of State getting a boost in the polls ahead of rivals Bernie Sanders and Martin O'Malley. Here to weigh in is Professor Jeanne Zaino from Iona College and GOP communications specialist T.J. McCormack. Welcome to you both.
Thanks.
Okay, so T.J., the Clinton camp growing more and more confident that they've got this locked up. It seems so, right?
Oh, I would, yeah. And listen, I would be determined to lock up whatever I could lock up before, if I was waiting out an FBI report on my on my dealings, I'd really like to lock up as much as I could before I got locked up. I'm sorry, I couldn't let it go. Yeah, listen, they're trying to establish her inevitability and all of that, and her coronation. So half the country can be turned off to that. Again, it stands to reason, and if they can do it, they're going to do it. And again, why not? Because we don't know what the FBI is going to be coming out with in their report.
Okay, and Clinton just growing more confident, really.
She should be growing more confident. She's had a fabulous fall. I mean, TJ would probably like any of the Republican candidates to have as good of a fall as she's had. Right. And quite frankly, her numbers are way up. And we should say that the FBI is not investigating Hillary Clinton. Okay. They have said that very, very clearly. But you're right. Anything could happen. And this team is smart because she messed this up in 2007, 2008 to go after every delegate they can, and this includes superdelegates, and so now we understand she has about 359 of the superdelegates.
We're going to look at those numbers. We're going to look at those numbers because, a lot of times you look at polls, and polls are more popularity contests. They're not really the delegates, because the delegates are going to make the decision. So let's look at the poll, the actual Democratic superdelegate count. The delegate count, the superdelegate count has to do with the superdelegates. They make up about 30% of the 2,300 plus that she actually needs. 359. She's got already to Bernie Sanders 8, Martin O'Malley 2, uncommitted 210. I mean, this is her saying, "I am your candidate." Jeannie, how important are these superdelegates?
They're very important because she needs, as you mentioned, every vote she can get so she can go into the convention and have the support. The one caution I have for the Clinton team is during an election cycle in which the establishment is under attack, the idea about going out with these superdelegate numbers, and I understand this was an AP investigation, I think they have to be cautious and say we're not just trying to get establishment support, which is what these superdelegates are, but we're trying to reach out to all voters across the country and get delegates that come from the primary and caucus votes. And so I think that's important, and that worries me a little bit that there's a lot of talk about the superdelegates.
This is such an indictment. This is the numbers are actually tragic. What the
in what way?
In the sense that the American Democratic Party is willing to put forth and just lay down and accept as okay decades and decades of scandal, lies that have been proven through emails that have been uncovered. We know for a fact now, and now all around the country, people are going to throw up their hands, liberals to throw up their hands and say, "Oh, here we go again," with some kind of cliche. The woman lied about the reason for Benghazi. She didn't just do it on TV. She did it in front of the caskets of dead Americans. And this is just fine with Democrats around America. And that is a tragedy. If anything, the intellectual honesty of the Republicans right now is being brought to the fore, because this ongoing saga of these, what do we have, 35 candidates for Republicans, right? That speaks to the intellectual honesty that the Republicans are not rolling over, not a bunch of lemmings, but, oh my gosh, will the Democrats get in line and just go with that woman?
And to borrow Jeb Bush's terms, they are clapping every time you raise Benghazi, because put her again in front of that Senate committee where your guys were unable to do anything but make themselves look foolish.
It proves she lied about the video. It proves she lied about the video in front of the caskets of dead Americans.
We have many more months of this
anyone who accepts
I want you to know we have many more months of this ahead. Thank you very much, Jeanne Zaino and T.J. McCormack. Thanks so much for being here. You want to check out VoxNews.com for more on the 2016 presidential race. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.